Hey YouTube, this is Ricochet, and today I have a video on how to replace a shock tower in a Traxxas Bandit, Rustler, or Stampede. Your first step basically is going to be to prop up the body. Okay, I find it easiest just to take off the 3 cables for the motor, because you're going to be putting on a new shock tower, which goes, and the cables go through it. So basically you're going to have to take off these cables to get it off. Alright, just like that. Now you're going to pull them through. Set them off to the side. Okay, now you're going to want to undo the screws that are right here and here. And they're on the opposite side too. So I'll do those real quick. Now that you have those 2 screws removed, you're just going to want to go to the other side and do the same thing. Alright, now you should be able just to pull it off. There are a few more screws that you have to undo in order to take it fully off. You're going to want to take off this one and this one. Just make sure you don't lose anything when the screw comes out. Alright, just like that. There's a little screw and a small washer. Just set those aside so you don't lose them. Now do the same thing to the other side. Alright, now that you have those 2 screws removed, you're going to want to go to the back and take off these 2 screws from the camber links. Alright, and just set that screw aside. Now you're going to want to flip your car around. You should remove the screw that's on the bottom of the shock tower that's holding on the other side of the camber link. Alright, and just like that, you have removed your shock tower. Alright, now that your shock tower has been taken off, you're going to want to grab your new one. And first of all, you're going to make sure that these things that are sticking out of the shock tower, right here, are facing forwards, or the front of the car. Alright, now set your shock tower up here. You want to grab your link, your camber link, and you want to take it up and you want to screw it into the bottom hole of the shock tower. Right, now that that's completely in, you want to flip your car around and do the same thing. Now just take the screw, put it into the link, and screw it in to the bottom hole of the shock tower. Alright, now that that's been secured, you're just going to want to take your 4 screws that you took off to take off the shock tower originally, and you're just going to want to put them in the 4 holes that are in the bottom of the shock tower. Okay, now that you have your shock tower down, you're going to want to put your shocks onto the shock tower. So you're going to grab a screw and a washer. Now you're going to put your screw through the shock tower and the washer on the screw on the other side of the screw. Then you want to just screw it right onto the shock tower. Alright, now you're going to flip your car around and do the same thing to the other side. And then lastly, you're going to want to grab your wires for your motor and ESC, and you want to slide them through the hole. And then you want to plug them in. Alright, there you have it. That is how to replace a rear shock tower in a Traxxas Bandit, Rustler, or Stampede. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Later.